So, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Stepping Matters. My name is Frank. I'd like to thank you for checking in. I guess this will be my number 6 video addressing topics that are, well, they're supposed to be controversial, but from time to time I have something lighthearted. So today I'm about to address one of the more controversial topics, and oh boy, I'm going to get some haters out there who are not going to be on board with what I say, and maybe I'll get a few comments as well. But trust me, I still love you. It just is, we might have differences of opinion. And what I'd like to discuss today is, well, you got it, the coronavirus, Omicron, vaccines, the anti-vaxxers and the vaxxers. Me, I happen to be double vaxxed and a booster, so I'm in the camp that favors getting vaccinations, like probably most of the country, most of Canada, 90% of Canada, or close to it anyway. So, but this is for all you anti-vaxxers out there who might be listening to my channel, maybe for the very last time, but such is life. I gotta say what's on my chest. So bear with me, and here we go. The greatest sign of humanity and respect is how you treat your fellow man. And I believe that getting vaccinated is a step in the right direction in not only taking care of yourself, but taking care of people around you and your loved ones. So, sure, you don't want to get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. But you know, by not doing that, by not getting vaccinated, you're basically just throwing everyone else to the curb, because you don't give a crap whether they catch the coronavirus or they don't catch it. And you're making it easier for them to catch it, because you yourself have decided to go around and not do anything about spreading it. So you might be saying, well, Frank, that's a pretty simplistic viewpoint you have there, you know, thinking that these people who aren't vaccinated are going around and spreading the disease and not caring for everybody. Well, okay, if you feel that way, what's your counter argument? I don't see one, quite honestly. And here's where things start making sense to me. Like, most of the people I find who are the anti-vaxxers, I gotta say, are people who aren't thinking straight. Let's face it. Some of these anti-vaxxers have been saying, well, I'm doing my own research. That's how I know that the government's trying to screw us over, and everybody in the medical field are a bunch of liars, and coronavirus isn't really that bad, and once you catch it, it's just something like a cold. And newsflash, there's people dying all over the world from this thing. Right. Secondly, what are you? Maybe like a high school graduate. You have maybe 1 or 2 years of community college. You might even have 1 or 2 years of university. But you're like all of a sudden an expert on epidemiology, cell mutations engineer. I mean, all these anti-vaxxers who happen to know so much about the virus. Like, I mean, do you even know what DNA stands for? Do you know what the new technology CRISPR is? Have you even ever heard of CRISPR? Do you know when a cell divides, the mutation, how that happens? Do you know how a virus mutates? What's the process in a mutating virus, for example? Do you know that? Oh, but no, I don't need to know that, because I've done my research on Google. Yeah, and that's why I'm an anti-vaxxer, because I would like to stand my ground and not have the government tell me what to do. Fine. You don't need to let the government tell you what to do. You can make your own decisions without the government telling you what to do. And you ought to be smart enough, this is the way I look at it, to understand that the government is on your side. Like, yeah, there's a lot of corruption in government, but the government is there because, newsflash again, you elected them and put them there to represent you. So if you trust them when you vote them in, but then you don't like what they bring about in terms of national health care and the benefit for the country to fight this virus, now you're all of a sudden opposed to community health laws because you want to stand your ground, because you looked up and did your research about coronavirus because you looked it up on Google. Like, what are you talking about? The scientists that are addressing this virus and the spread of it, Omicron, the Delta virus, N1H1, the whole ball of wax, SARS. These people are dedicated scientists that have been working their entire lives fighting these viruses that plague the human race. But you know better than they do, right? Yeah, because you got together with a bunch of Facebook friends and now you're like experts. Oh my God. So here's the other thing. About the Vaxxers and the Anti-Vaxxers. Oh my God. This is how I feel. And I think you've heard other people say this as well, but I really haven't heard anything back from the Anti-Vaxxers regarding this particular topic, regarding this issue. And that is, if you don't get vaccinated, fine. But if you get sick and you end up going to the hospital, you go to the end of the line and you're not going to replace anybody or suspend anybody who's already scheduled to have surgery because you decided to get sick. So get to the end of the line, and when all the surgeries are finished with, and there's no one else left in ICU, and there's no one else left in the emergency department, then you can have your turn, which might be in an hour or it might be in 10 years. Yeah, I would definitely not deny you medical care because you're entitled to it. But, in my opinion, not entitled to it until everyone else is treated before you. And you know what? You might die. So think about that seriously. Because it's not just you that you have to think about. It's all the loved ones around you, your children, your wife, your friends, your dog. All of those people are going to miss you. And in the meantime, you're putting everybody in jeopardy. Yeah, so here's the thing. As you can see, I'm in a different location now. I basically finished my talk. But you know what? I just kind of wanted to add this in there as a little afterthought. You know, folks, we got to trust our scientists, you know. We have to trust them. Like, just think about it. What we're able to accomplish today. Just look at the recent launching of the James Webb Space Telescope. My God, the amount of science that went into that. It's absolutely astronomical. It's almost beyond belief what we're able to do today. And we're able to send that telescope, 1.6 million kilometers out into space, out into the L2 range, the Lagrange point 2, where it's going to stay in orbit, a permanent fixture in outer space. And what's going to happen is it's going to give us the ability to look back like 13 billion years. My God, it's absolutely incredible. And those are scientists that are working on the space program. Well, there are equally intelligent and smart scientists that are working as epidemiologists, that are working as biochemists, that are working as chemical engineers, that are working as viral engineers. These are the people that are able to take our technology and look at a virus, analyze it through computer software using quantum computers, and then be able to build a sequence of genome splicing that actually changes the genetic structure of the virus and is able to prevent us from getting sick. I don't understand how people don't understand the incredible revolutionary advances in science that are giving us this ability today to be able to combat diseases. So yeah, do your search on Facebook and Google this and Google that, and you know it better than the scientists do. Give me a break. So I'll tell you what, I for one am ready to believe our scientists, our hardworking scientists who know a hell of a lot more than I do. I'll tell you who I won't believe are some of these bozos running various countries, you know, who want to have us drink bleach. Those are the bozos I don't believe. You know who I'm talking about. So there you have it. Hey, how about that? So that's my talk for today. And how many enemies have I made out there? Anyway, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smile. And if you can, try doing something nice for somebody today. Thanks very much, and bye-bye.